Today I want to review a couple of phonograms that we need to work on. I noticed these give us a lot of trouble. Ah and ah, they both make the same sound. Ah, just like when you go to the doctor and he says, open your mouth and say ah, he wants to see back in your throat. So ah, ah. The only difference is one we can use at the end of words and one we cannot. And I know you can tell which is which because you know the rule that says English words do not end with I, U, V, or J. Very good. So the AU will have to have a consonant after it, and the AW could have a consonant after it, but it doesn't have to. It often comes right at the end of the word. So the best examples I thought of for the AU this week are the man that our Bible story has been about, or will be about. I'm not sure which day that's going to pop up. But we're going to learn about Saul. So let's sound that out. Write this on your marker board with me. Ah, oh. Saul persecuted Christians, but then he became a Christian, and his name was changed to Paul. So sound that out. Huh. Ah, oh. Paul. Saul, Paul. Okay, let's write some words that have AW. Law. We don't want to break the law. Law. How about, what's this bone called? Or jaw. J. Ah. And I looked out the window and I saw something. Saw. We keep watching a little bird out our window that has a nest on our front porch. It's an interesting nest made of moss. I've never seen one like that. I saw the nest made of moss. How about draw? Some of you like to draw. So we have a blend at the beginning. Draw. Draw. Let's go back and read the words we wrote. Saul, Paul, law, jaw, saw, draw. So what sound do these two phonograms make? Ah. Very good. Maybe you can think of some more to write on your own. Let's review the spelling rule. When adding a vowel suffix to a word that ends in Y alone, change the Y to I unless the ending starts with I. And I wanted to look at the rule on this. It's really small on here, but let's see if we can read it. Number 24. It's called the Y's exchanging rule. It means that Y and I can be interchanged. A single vowel Y, not A, Y, E, Y, O, Y, or U, Y, changes to I when adding any ending. So try, change the Y to I if you want to add ED, tried. So there's an example. Unless that ending starts with I, like ING is the one I've showed you, but there's also ISH, ish. So they have the words trying, babyish, copyist. A copyist is a person who is copying something. You have this list in your parent read folder. If you ever want to refer to it, it's a good place to find examples. Okay, let's talk some more about our spelling rule. Changing Y to I, and when to change Y to I and when to keep the Y. Okay, so when we have a Y in a phonogram, A-Y, E-Y, or that was O-Y, also in E-Y and U-Y, basically a vowel plus a Y, you're going to keep the Y. And then we can make words like days. We can say with toy, we can just add ing, toying. The mouse was, or the cat was toying with the mouse before he ate it. Or toys, I have many toys. The boys and girls were playing together, and he enjoyed the service very much. He enjoyed the meal. So in all these kind of words, it's very simple. If you have a vowel with a Y, a phonogram, you just add your suffix, whatever it may be. And to make it plural, you just add S. But if you have a consonant with a Y, it's more complicated. Then you have to think about things. So for example, think about our plural. This kind of combines two rules. Remember our plural rule said to make a word plural, just add an S unless the ending makes hissing sounds or changes completely. This is an example of a word that changes, and so you have to add the ES. So to make these words plural, we change the Y to I, and then we add ES, not just S. So I have several bunnies. I have to change the Y to I, then add ES. Bunnies. She tidies her room when her mother asks her to. Change the Y to I, add ES. Tidies her room. It's not a plural, but it follows that same format. Or past tense. She tidied her room. Okay, so there's tidy. Change the Y to I, and then you can add the ED. He tidied up his room. Kind of have two phonograms, the IE and then the ED. Cry. She cried when she had to leave. Change the Y to I, and then add your ED. Cried. But remember, if it's a suffix if we add a suffix that starts with I, we don't change the Y. So if I wanted to say he was crying, I wouldn't change the Y because you don't want to have two I's together. Cry, you would leave the Y and then just add your ING. He is crying. Okay, worrying, just add your ING. But if I'm going to say my friend is a worrier, she worries about everything, I change the Y to I, and then I add the ER. She's a worrier. And this word is busy. It's going to be a spelling word this week, busy. And we need to, if we want to say, she is busier than he is right now, we change our Y to I, and we can say busier. We could say, but Mom is the busiest of everyone. Busiest. So there are several examples of when to change the Y to I and when to keep the Y. Let's go back and read the words we made. Bunnies, tidied, crying, worrier, busiest, days, toys, playing, and whoops, I got a list. Enjoyed. Okay, I hope that helps.